Welcome, everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president and founder of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that operates a little bit differently. So I'm joined here today by our COO, Kyle Hershey, as well as our sales manager, Jose Gonzalez, with 27 years of experience. Kyle will go into a little demo of the technology, and Jose will talk a little bit more about the experience and the actual support that is provided here. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get started with the rundown here of what makes us kind of unique and different. So most of you guys have probably joined from this page, so that's great. Let me explain a little bit more about what we mean on every little bullet point here. So hopefully you've watched the video. If you haven't, we'll record it and post it again. But basically the first bullet point here is we are a non-delegated lender. Now, what that means is we can do both wholesale brokered. So we have over access to 60 wholesale outlets. And then we also have over 25 correspondent investors where we are the lender. So we can wear both hats. So we built this team as a model at an FDIC bank is where we started, took it to a broker model, took it to a non-del model and a del model. And we found that the best model for what we do is the non-del channel because we can operate in both spaces. Now, the reason we do that is because we are very unique in that we were all about leads. So that's the next bullet point, unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. What does that mean? We are from a marketing background and an advertising background. So we came into the industry by generating leads at scale for the bank and obviously built our own team kind of based around that. So we are all about the leads. And because of that, we need to be able to find a home for every loan. So we need to have an option, whether it's correspondent, whether it's brokered. We need to make sure no matter what kind of lead we have or what kind of customer we have a place to put that customer. So how do we push those leads through? We have our proprietary mortgage CRM, basically. The CRM part, pretty standard. Everything is pretty basic on a CRM with a dialer, all that kind of good stuff. I will show you how that works. But where it starts to get really cool is when we integrate that into our website. So you guys would all have a copy of your own website instantly, just like the website you're looking at here. And that integrates with the 1003 via the API. So basically a customer can come in from a name, email, and phone number, a general lead, and then fully complete their 1003 application, upload documents, pull their credit, pull their VOI, everything all simultaneously and instantly without you as a LO having to do anything, because everything's in one login for the customer and one login for you guys as well, all through our system. Now, how does that really actually work? What that means is our CRM is integrated with our POS, LOS, all through API. So we have over 30 API integrations. So all the same stuff you guys are probably used to for pricing through Optimal Blue. We use our LOS as Encompass, but we use it through the API. So we're able to manipulate all the different aspects of Encompass through the API, all that kind of good stuff, the VOEs, the VOIs, all the great vendors that you guys are used to are all integrated through an API. So it's all kicked off and automated through our system there. Now, the next bullet point here is all about the training. So just like we're on here right now, a live training with a group, we love to do group trainings every single day. We also love to get one-on-one. So Jose is kind of the expert at loans. So if you guys are stuck on a loan or need to structure a loan, you would have a one-on-one call with Jose where he can actually take over your screen, read your documents, show you what to click, what to press, all that kind of great stuff. We are also all about the live support. So if you are stuck on something else, something perhaps simple, we have our processors. We have over 4 full-time processors in our Zoom room for live support. So they can, again, take over your screen, click whatever button you need to click to get unstuck there. We also have our online training center, which is more of a formal education, right, with courses. So you can take that at your own speed, but you can go through all the gated courses and get all the information. Then we go to our knowledge center. So our knowledge center is kind of our open source center where we have thousands of videos and other resources from all of our different vendors, all of our different lenders, all the different tips and tricks that kind of are open in there. So thousands of different resources there. You can type it in and see exactly who the best option is, maybe for ground up, and check out some of their guidelines, all that kind of good stuff. Excuse me here. The next item is lead routing and lead setup. So Kyle will show you guys a little bit more details on that on the back end. If you guys already have your lead set up, great. We'll show you how to pop them in the CRM automatically. And if you don't have leads, no problem. We'll show you how to set up your own lead campaign so you don't have to take our company 50-50 lead splits. The bullet point that I love the most when I originated a lot of loans was the DSCR loans. We love to work with investors. And when we do those business purpose loans, we can do those in over 30 extra states beyond our licensed states. So a lot of great opportunities to expand our footprint, especially when our leads are a lot of times focused on those investors. And the last and biggest point is no monthly fees, no tech fees or desk fees. Everything you see, we've built. So we've written every line of code for what you're about to see. It doesn't always look the fanciest because we're not exactly designers, but what we do is make sure everything works. So we have everything working through the system. That way we don't have to use other outside services and pay for other CRMs or other LOSs or other POSs in order to operate. So for you guys, that means no monthly fees, no hidden fees, no fees of any kind. So we want to keep it straightforward and simple. That way, what you see here on the compensation pages is exactly what you get. There is no hidden secret or anything else that is going to pop up. What you see here is exactly what you get here. So let's go over these plans. Now, obviously, everybody's drawn to the senior loan officer plan. So we'll go over this first. The goal is to get everybody to a senior loan officer. Once you're a senior loan officer, you'll be making 200 basis points on all your regular stuff. So that's 200 basis points on conventional non-QM, 2% commission for everybody who might not be familiar. That's for all your standard stuff for, reverse mortgages and HELOCs and commercial. You can go ahead and click on the link there, but it's all around the same splits there. But check it out for all the different options. But everything we're used to is the conventional non-QM, 200 basis points on that. And you'll have access to our company leads at a 50-50 split. So 50-50 split on 200 basis points is 100 basis points for 1% commission. You have access to the software, access to all the leads. And the main point here is you'll receive leads from our other team members. So our senior loan officers are set up to receive leads from our other team members when they're not able to complete the deal, or maybe not licensed in that state, etc. Also, once you're a senior loan officer, you can move up to a team leader and start building a team underneath you, helping them disclose their files, and of course, recruiting bonuses for everybody. Now, how do you get to a senior loan officer? Everybody's going to start as a loan officer, but you see here in the fine print, once you close 6 loans, we will upgrade you automatically to a senior. So everybody's going to start as a loan officer. That's because we're very different. It is hard to wear 2 different hats, a broker hat and a lender hat, at 2 different times for every different loan. So it is unique and our system is unique. So those first 6 loans, you're going to make 150 basis points on the conventional non-QM. That's 1.5% commission for those not familiar. And on a company lead, you'll still have access to those. You'll make 50% of that. So 75 basis points or 0.75% commission. Still have access to all the software you're about to see. Still have access to our auto dialer, which you're about to see. Access to all our leads you're about to see. And of course, you can still get some recruiting bonuses as well. And then of course, once you close 6 loans, automatically upgraded, no problem. You'll have some experience. You'll know exactly what to do. Now we have our third option here, which is a little bit different. This is what we call our loan officer assistant plan. Now this is still for licensed loan officers. You must be licensed for all of these plans. But what this does mean is you can still make great commission because you must be licensed in order to make commission. So 75 basis points, sorry, it's not let me highlight it. 75 basis points or 0.75% commission. And the loan officer assistant is still a licensed person, but they're going to refer their deals to a senior loan officer. And that may be because you're brand new, you don't know what to do. Maybe you're just getting back in the industry. Maybe you're part-time, you're not quite ready to sign your life away on that 1003 as the official loan officer that's legally responsible for everything. If you're not ready for that yet, no problem. You can start slow and learn. And you're going to refer those deals to the senior loan officers that know exactly what to do, exactly what button to press, exactly when. So the whole point there is to refer those deals, but you're still going to assist on that deal, right? It's your family, your friend, maybe your client if you're a realtor and you're not quite ready to sign the loan, but you want to learn about loans. Great, refer your client in. You're going to keep in contact with that customer as the assistant on the file, gather all the documents, make all the phone calls. The senior loan officer is going to press all the buttons, do all the hard work, all the stuff that you maybe not know about yet, and tell you exactly what to get from the customer. So you still have access to our systems there. You're going to assist that senior loan officer to close those deals. You'll still have access to some of our leads there. Kyle will show you exactly all the different auto dialer leads we have there. And the whole point is to generate deals to refer to senior loan officers because you're not quite ready to sign that application. So you guys can start slow, do a couple deals as a loan officer assistant, learn exactly what to do, go ahead and upgrade to the loan officer plan anytime you want. Once you close 6 loans yourself, you'll be rocking and rolling as a senior, be able to disclose your own loans, all that kind of good stuff. So these 3 plans are for all licensed people. We just want to make sure we have a spot for everybody that's going to join the team because we're so focused on leads. If you're not quite ready to take it on full time or sign your life away on that 1003, no problem. This plan is for you. And anytime you're ready to jump in, go ahead and upgrade. So try to make it simple for you guys. What you see is exactly what you get. So now the next part here is about exactly the software on the back end. So I'll let Kyle take over and show you guys a little demo of the backside.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So when you come on board, we'll do a full training on this, right? But just want to highlight a couple things. So this is our CRM here. You'll notice just like any other CRM, you can take your notes and send emails and they pile up down here in chronological order. You can set tasks, reminders. You can automatically email people, put them on action plans, drip campaigns to email them and text them over time automatically, all that kind of good stuff, right? But where it takes it further here is our quoting system. So you'll see here, we can input 6 pieces of info that we ask the client over the phone. And within a few minutes, literally 2 minutes, we can pull the rates from Optimal Blue from all of our different investors, and we can pop the client out a quote like this. It sends them an email and a text. Looks even better on mobile. And you'll see here, we're giving them all these rate choices. What do these things mean here? It pulls in the Google map automatically. It pulls in the Zestimate automatically. It's going to pull in the monthly breakdown of the taxes, insurance, HOA fees automatically, the estimated lender fees automatically. And then, of course, it's going to have you here as the loan originator, and you can even add realtors to your quote. So your realtor partners absolutely love this. They know when they send you a client, not only you're going to quote them within minutes, but you're going to attach the realtor. So you're saying, hey, we are your team that's going to push this deal across the finish line, right? So the realtor partners absolutely love that. Now, what's super cool is your client can go ahead and just click Start My Loan Application. What happens is they're taken to create their borrower portal, and I'm going to show you what that looks like here on their end. And you'll see they can start their loan application right here, their full 1003 in our system without leaving the page. They are going to be asked to upload the basic documents that we're going to need for that type of loan. They're going to be able to see their loan info, the milestone of where the loan is at. They can communicate with you through here. So this is what they see on their end in their borrower portal. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end once they're moving and agreeing to move forward. You can now help them fill out their 1003 if you need to, right? You guys can both work on it from either end. You can help them upload documents, right? You can request documents. So you can say, hey, I'm going to need 12 months of bank statements. Now it's going to let them know we need 12 months of bank statements. You could also request an entirely different packet. Let's say this came in as a conventional lead, but you know what? We're going to do a W-2 VA loan. Well, you might not know what documents you're going to need for a W-2 VA loan, but the system does, right? So now it's just going to be requesting what we need for that type of loan. Now you can also request signatures right here. So you can say, I'm going to need this, save changes. Now it's prompting the client to sign that here. And they don't have to leave the page, right? Everything is through the API, so they can sign their documents right there. And of course, you can ask for custom documents. So you can manage everything through here, request documents automatically, all that kind of good stuff. Now, once your client fills out their 1003, they can authorize credit. Now, we pay for the credit pull, not you. Your client doesn't pay up front. When they agree, once they fill out their 1003 and they agree to pull credit, now we have our full loan application. And when we click our Encompass API here, right here built into our system, you open up Encompass, the 1003 is in here, the credit is already in here. You can originate the loan from here in our system with just one click, right? So you see how we're going to take somebody from being a lead to speaking to them, to quoting them, to collecting their 1003, collecting their documents, pulling their credit, and originating the loan right here in our system, one login. right? So pretty amazing here. We can also order our VOEs, our verification of assets as well. We can order these things through here with one click automatically. So you'll see how now this is where you can do everything that you need to do for the loan right here in one system. They can connect their bank account, so you never have to ask them for updated bank statements, right? So great tools here to use that are all, as Nick said, built in with the API. So now, what happens after you actually start originating the loan? You disclose the loan, you're moving forward with this loan. Well, you need to keep track of it in your pipeline tab. So you'll see here, you're going to have all your different loans, maybe what investor or lender they're at. You're going to have the loan number, the loan amount, but most importantly, the milestones here, right? You're going to keep track of the loan. Where is the loan at as far as these milestones go? And if you change the milestone, it asks you, do you want to send a status change to the client? And you can choose to or not. Now, it's also going to send that status change to the realtor, to your branch manager, to you, so that everybody knows the loan has moved forward into this milestone. When the client logs into their portal, it has the updated milestone. So the number one complaint about loan officers from both realtors and clients is lack of communication. So we have all kinds of things in our system like this to automatically update everyone every step of the process that's involved with the transaction. So we make sure that our communication is always on point. So now that we've gone through how we can take a loan from literally being a lead to contacting, to quoting, to gathering documents, gathering 1003, pulling credit, originating the loan in Encompass, and then keeping track of the loan all the way through the process from there, let's talk about where the leads come from in the first place, right? So we have a few different ways that we provide leads and provide ways for you to work leads here in our system. First and foremost, the number one leads that we provide is our Facebook leads that are going directly to you via text. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now, and I'm going to have Nick talk a little bit more about them after we go through this demonstration. So we are doing ads on Facebook all day, every day, and you're going to get text messages with those leads. The moment somebody clicks our ad, you get a text message immediately, so you can be on the phone with them within 10 seconds, right? Let me show you what that looks like. This is a real test account. This is my real test account, just one account. You'll see these are really coming in. Notice this morning, I've already gotten 5 to 8 mixed unit leads. I've gotten regular purchase leads. I got a team referral. What is that? That's from a loan officer assistant that already called the lead, got the information on a deal, and is sending me the text message saying, hey, pick up this lead so you can do the deal. I already organized it for you. Right? I got 4 national leads coming in, regular purchase leads. We have, again, 5 to 8 mixed use unit leads coming in here. So all different kind of leads are coming in all day, every day to your phone instantly when we're doing those ads from Facebook. So that's the first and foremost way that we provide you leads. The next way that we provide you with leads is through our auto dialer. So you'll see here, we have leads in our auto dialer, everything from actual Facebook leads that come through to leads that are realtor leads to cold call leads. We have doctor loan leads in here. So all different kinds of leads that you can call. So you can stay busy all day, every single day with these leads loaded up in the auto dialer. You can use the auto dialer to call 200 to 400 people a day. Right? Automatically, you can automatically press one button to drop an email and a text to them. So you can say, hey, drop the email text, next call, drop the email text, next call. And you can go through hundreds of people in a day using the auto dialer. You just answer your phone one time and you just go through hundreds of calls. So that's another way that we provide you leads. The next way that we provide you leads is that you can purchase them. So those same leads that we're giving you from our Facebook campaigns on the 50-50 split that we know work, that we close all day, every day, you can purchase those for yourself so that they go to you without a lead split. So not only can you boost your pipeline with even more leads than we give you, you can actually not have a lead split on those, right? There's no 50-50 lead split. So your compensation is going to be higher. I like to use the example of one of our loan officers, Nicole, who did her first loan she ever did as a loan officer, came to us never did a loan before. She had a client that was denied elsewhere. She came here. Jose met with her multiple times, helped her structure that deal into a profit and loss statement instead of conventional. We were able to get the borrower approved, close the loan, $1,056,000 loan amount. First commission ever as a loan officer, never did a loan before in her life, closed a very complicated transaction with Jose's help. And it was from one of the leads that we gave her, but it was one that she purchased from her own campaign, right? So instead of going from us to her, it went directly to her, same campaign, same ads that we do. We just routed that one to her because she paid for that one. So her $16,000 commission, first commission ever as a loan officer, $16,000. She saved $8,000 on because there was no 50-50 lead split because she bought her own leads as well. So she still got our leads all day, every day. Her phone is blowing up with our leads, but she went above and beyond and purchased some leads. And one of the ones that she purchased is one of those deals that she closed with, again, $16,000 commission for her first deal ever as a loan officer. And remember, on those type of deals, which she did at Correspondent, where we were the lender, there is no commission cap. So those of you coming from the broker world may be used to having a cap on commissions. We used to be in the broker world at one point, and it sucked because we do a lot of large deals, right? We have investor clients, a lot of them. So a lot of our deals are maybe one investor that has like 20 properties and maybe they're all only 100 to 200,000. But then we also have people doing $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million deals. So amazing commission, as you know, for our first loan ever. And the great part, we did it Correspondent. So most of those loans we do regular, conventional, and non-QM and stuff like that. Those are going to be Correspondent, and there is no commission cap, which is beautiful. So that's another way that you can work leads here in our system. Another way is that you can import them. So if you already have a place that you're getting leads from, that's great. You can bring them into our system instantly. So you can use your webhook here, and we have instructions on how to do this through Zapier. Excuse me. All legitimate places you would buy leads from will have a Zapier connection, right? That's what a legitimate lead source would do. So you can take those leads, use your webhook, and instantly insert them into our system. So when your lead comes in from Zillow or wherever you're getting it, you get a text message and an email from our system. It's already in your CRM, just like one of the leads that we would give you. That way you can call them, quote them, fill out the 1003, gather documents, everything in the system, just like one of the leads that we give you. But obviously it's your own lead that you're bringing in from wherever else you're purchasing leads, right? So every way possible that you could work leads in our system and receive leads from us, we have set up here. Because as we said, we are all about leads. So now I want to talk a little bit about the type of leads we get and why. So I'm going to pass it over to Nick here, but as Nick said, we came in this business actually as lead generators, right? So that's how we first got into the mortgage business. So we have an advertising company that we've always had, and Nick is certified by Facebook as a digital marketing associate. He has a certification from Facebook as a media planning professional, and he has a certification from Google as a Google Ad Search specialist. So he's kind of the lead guy, and I'll let him explain the type of leads we get and why. Then Jose will talk a little bit more about how everything works here as far as support. Then we'll open it up to questions. So go ahead, Nick.
So whenever we do a campaign, whether it's, you know, for our own stuff or we're trying to help someone else out, we want to make sure we do something different and unique. So we've set out for the last 4 years doing building this team, obviously when we were in control, doing something different. So for the mortgage industry, that meant doing the exact opposite of what the big guys were doing, right? The big, huge rockets and stuff are going to try to reduce your guys' commission in order to race to the bottom and chase after those refis and, you know, charge as little as they could, a little margin as they could, and do it via volume, and obviously reduce loan officer commissions as much as they could and automate as much as they could. So we want to do the exact opposite, right? We do not want to go after those, you know, customers that are getting attacked by billions with a B of budgets, right? We want to go after different customers. So we're going to go after those customers that are not being served by the big guys. And we're going to offer products that are different and unique and actually serve those customers. So we're going to advertise to them the products that are actually different. So our non-QM products we've been advertising for over 4 years, including obviously, the bank statements, the investor products, the commercial products, all the crazy stuff that we love to do here under all the non-QM, everything but your typical conventional refi, which everybody has plenty of conventional refi business. What we want to find is new opportunities. So we're going to advertise to those customers who are being underserved. We're going to give them the programs and display the programs that they may never knew existed, right? Bank statement program. Now they're going to engage in our ad and come in, and we're going to basically teach you guys how to service them, right? So we're going to teach all you guys how to take those customers who maybe not as easy, but are great customers still, and teach you guys all how to do the full self-employment analysis. So even if a customer clicks on a bank statement loan, because that's what they think, the Rockets couldn't get them approved because they have some crazy stuff going on, we'll properly analyze all their income. I'll teach you guys how to do a Schedule E analysis on someone with 100 properties, right? 100 pages, 3 per page. What's that? 30 pages of Schedule E's. We can still do that conventional if we do it properly, right? So we want to make sure we teach you guys how to do it. And if they qualify conventional, great. If they don't, we have thousands of loan programs to move to go down the route from, bank statements, P&L, as Kyle explained before, also asset-based, the straight up no ratio, no job, no employment, all the different options. So we want to make sure we target those customers who aren't being targeted. We knock their socks off with products they didn't know existed. Then we all properly analyze them so that we still do conventional FHA, VA. If they qualify for VA, maybe they didn't know, great, we'll get them in a VA, USDA if they're looking in a rural area, whatever it is, we're going to properly analyze them from the start rather than being a chop shop racing to the bottom to see how low you guys will take your commission. We want to pay you guys well to do well and find the exact program that fits your customer the best and properly analyze them from start to finish, but we're going to get them obviously with being unique and different. So a little bit of a combination of both. Kyle always wants me to preface that we do unique non-QM ads, but just because someone clicked on a bank statement ad does not mean that that's the loan we do just because they clicked on it, right? We're going to properly get everything properly analyzed, as Jose did with that example, see exactly what program fits that customer best. If it is conventional, great. If it is FHA, great. If it is VA, great. If it has to be a bank statement loan, no problem. Bank statement loan doesn't work, no problem. We go P&L. P&L doesn't work, no problem. We go no ratio. And we go down the list there and teach you guys how to take it through every single step. So we want to make sure we have a place for every single lead. That means that we can get them however we can get them. Obviously, we want to be unique in the ads. And then, of course, we still place them in the proper place, wherever that may be, whether it's conventional or some crazy non-QM stuff that we love to do as well. So does that cover for you there, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Just can you run down the different types of products that we actually do have? Because it's an extensive list, and then we'll have Jose.
So yeah, we have all the conventional and everything. The FHA, we broker FHA, so we don't do FHA in-house with us as a lender. So we broker FHA. You guys are all used to that, I'm sure. And you can do all the DPA and crazy 203K and all the crazy HUD programs that are under FHA. And then obviously we do everything else under the non-QM. So we have a home for every loan. So all the non-QM stuff you guys have heard of, the bank statements, the P&Ls, the asset-based, asset depletion. And then we have even the crazier ones, the CDFI no ratio, all kinds of programs for commercial, all the DSCR programs, mixed use, $100 million, commercial projects to ground up construction, fix and flip, basically any loan you ever knew that existed, we want to make sure we have access to, so that when those customers come in and have requests that are different, we want to make sure we have a home for that loan. And if we don't have it with over 100 lenders that we have in there right now, we'll make sure we get it. So we want to make sure we have a place for every loan, and for every customer, a home for every customer. And that means we have basically every loan program that exists. I don't believe that we are missing any at this very moment. I believe we have access to every program that exists at the moment.
All right, so what we'll do is I want Jose to talk a little bit about the support that not only we provide, but that he provides, and then we'll open it up to the questions. So keep dropping your questions in the Q&A. We'll get to them in just a minute.
How you doing? Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Jose Gonzalez here, loan originator and real estate agent since September of 1995. I obtained both licenses at the same time. So you've heard of the technology, you've heard of the leads, systems, processes. Now you have somebody on the line, right? What do? The lead is there. What's your next step? Well, you set up a file structure meeting, and once that is done, you set up your file disclosure meeting. Those are two of the main things I do around here. File structure meetings, very important because we have so many different types of products. Obviously, agency, conventional FHA, USDA, VA, most every MLO knows about those. But it's when you get into those DSCRs and the no ratio DSCRs, and you have a short-term rental property and you have a fix and flip. What do? Well, like I said, set up the file structure meeting. We will guide you through the steps, basically concierge service to our MLOs, where we help you put those deals together, right? We'll help you scour the guidelines, find the best products for that would apply to your borrower, and then you can proceed to follow up with your borrower, setting up the deal, gathering documents, credit report, application, all that good stuff, so that then you can set up that file disclosure meeting, which is a requirement of all MLOs that are not a senior MLO, in which we will meet, review your file, do like a quality control check of everything, make sure you have the documents you need to disclose, make sure that it fits the guidelines. If it's a non-QM file that you're submitting, or that you have your approve, eligible, or accept, if it's an automated underwriting type file, and then we will proceed to disclose the file there while we're still meeting. If it's a file that we are correspondent and we're going to be the lender, if it's a file that we are not going to be the lender, a wholesale channel file, we still will approve your disclosure, and then you proceed to go to the portal to upload and disclose your files. So new MLOs or MLOs new to non-QM, have no fear. We are here for you to help your files get traction, and for you to be closing your deals within 30-45 days of joining the mortgage calculator. So I look forward to helping you structure your deals, disclose your deals, and close those loans.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. The last thing here, I'm going to go over the next steps. So when you're ready to come on board, you're going to join on the plan that's applicable to you. And it's going to take you to fill out a form, and then it's going to pop right up to the compensation agreement, that initial compensation agreement that you're going to be joining the company on. Now, you don't have to sign it right then, right? It's going to send you an email, take your time, look it all over. But once you sign that initial agreement, that's what's going to kick off everything else, to where we're going to get the information from you to sponsor your license and hire you as an employee and all that kind of good stuff, right? So first step is going to go to themortgagecalculator.com/join, which Nick actually just put the link there in the chat, themortgagecalculator.com/join. And you're going to select the applicable plan. It's going to pull up that comp agreement. Again, take your time, look it all over. And once you sign that, we will get right to the next steps. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and stop recording, Nick, so we can